Hey everybody, old Big Jim coming at y'all from the Barlow Brigade down here in wonderful Wiggins, Mississippi, located 28 miles due north of the Gulf of America. Well, I got two items I want to show y'all today. One of them is a mail call, and the other one is a little direction change, not a change, but an adjustment in the Barlow Brigade. So we'll go ahead and get right into that. We'll start with the mail call. Um, I think it was yesterday or maybe the day before. I don't. I might. My memory ain't real good. That's okay. It's just it's not something that I really need to remember. My memorator takes a vacation every now and then. Let me get me a sorry man. I got some that Bolster Band coffee from down there at Deep South Cutlery. Lord have mercy. If y'all get on the auction over on Thursday night and get you a knife, tell them throw you a bag of that coffee in there. I think it's $17, $18, whatever it is. It will be worth it. Okay. You might even want to keep it for your special occasions. It's because it's good stuff. Or drink it 24/7. It's that good. Okay, but I'm sitting here back there, whatever I was doing, I polishing something or sharpening something, working on, I don't know what I was doing. And I hear a knock at the door, and it's one of them bam, 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 bam. Sound like the old mag light on the front door police knock. And I said, dang. So I stopped whatever I was doing, jumped up, got on my walker. Of course, Milo sitting right there. Me and him buzzed up here to the door and opened up the door. Nobody there. So I looked down. That's a good old big box right there. And y'all see what it said on there? Fragile. I don't get too many Fragile packages here at my house. Most of them are either medical supplies or pocket knives or something like that. But anyway, so I get it up, walk in here, sit down right where I'm sitting, and pull out my pocket knife and open it up, and kind of a mystery. I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't see a note or any of that kind of stuff. But I pulled the first item out of there, and blew me away. Y'all look at here. I hope y'all can see that. That's my friend. That's right, old pachyderma, the elephante. We all know I love me some elephants. And this will have a prominent place on the wall here. I don't know where I'm gonna I'd love to put it on camera, but with them fanfold doors there, I'd love to put a piece of 3/4 inch plywood and just close that off. But then I got to paint it and all that kind of stuff, and it ain't hurting nothing. The other side of that, it was what was at one time the living room. It's now my inventory control location for my eBay store, and there's a lot of stuff in there. 3,000 items. And we'll get to the eBay store in just a minute. So I dig on through the box, and there's one other item in there. And I looked at it, and I felt of it. Felt like a baseball. I was going, man, what is that? All wrapped up in tissue paper, packing paper, and it was an epic thing. Well, first of all, it had this little paracord bracelet holding the packing material onto the item. Okay, well, I'm not gonna make y'all wait any longer. The box was from Brother Thomas down there in Florida. He's just a great fellow. I don't know. I mean, he comments on every video I make. He's very genuine. He's a pocket knife guy. I'm gonna tell you when it's that he named this channel right. That pocket knife guy. Okay. Now the first package he sent me, I totally butchered everything about it. I had the name wrong. I had the channel wrong. It was all wrong. And he was very cordial and told me, man, he said I've been called a lot worse than Tim, and I called him Tim the whole time, and it was Tom, but it's actually Thomas. Okay. I highly suggest that if you like vintage pocket knives, um, he's and I hope this comes off the way that I mean it, but he comes off kind of a Stephen Jeffries kind of guy. He's always looking for the art. This morning he did one. He said "Surprise Ending" was the title, and when he went through it all, showed all the stuff he was carrying, and then there's a looks like a just a regular rock, which if you know anything about what he showed, that's what they look like. They look like a rock, but it's actually a geode, and it's something that is thrown from a volcano, and inside it's so hot in the inside of it crystallizes as it cools down real fast. And at the end of his thing, he reaches up there and grabs this geo, which has been cut, and he shows you the inside, and it's just full of pink and purple uh, crystals. Uh, Very pretty. My mother, who was a jeweler, she used to take those jewels out of those crystals out of there and make pendant, drop pendant necklaces out of them. Some beautiful work. Of course, all that got stole from me, and I don't have any of my mother's jewelry left, and that's kind of sad because she, of course, she'd be 100 years old now. So, but there are people that have her jewelry that really appreciate having it, and it's great stuff. Okay, so we'll get back to this mail call. Uh, in that lump, baseball looking, I call it a lump, but I shouldn't call it a lump, was a figurine. Okay, now some of y'all know that you may not know, but up here on my mama's china cabinet is my collection of elephant figurines, and here's one of them. Okay, very ornate. I don't know where this was made. I don't know who made it, but it's very ornate. It's very cool. Uh, just a beautiful figurine. Uh, it might have come from Hobby Lobby. I don't know, but it's very heavy and just a wonderful. Now his little tail's gone. A lot of these figurines are like that. He's not perfect by any means, but nobody's perfect. But anyway, that's very beautiful. Now, the next little figurine I'm going to share with y'all is one that is very dear to my heart, and I found this in a storage unit. I've been a thrifter for a long time. I go to stores. I don't not as much because I'm concentrating on this YouTube and not too much on the thrifting to resell on eBay. But I picked up this guy. Okay. Now those of you that know who this is, okay. Now by taking the numbers off of it and reading all the doing Google Lens and all that kind of stuff, I have determined that this is an original Disney Dumbo. Okay, see how it's got a little. Okay. And the reason that this is very pivotal in what we're talking about is now that was in it's rubber. It was a kid's toy. Okay, but this one ain't. I don't know where this came from, but it's very fragile, and I'm gonna find a special spot for this one. I may even build a little, them little jut out things you put on your wall and set, like a candle on them. I may find something like that. But y'all look at this, Dumbo. Y'all just look, and he's got the little butterfly on his nose. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just blew my mind. Not only did he send me a awesome, and I'll go back over that this photograph for y'all real quick. Uh, this now I don't know if he got these thrifting. I don't know if this is stuff he had. I just don't know. But he's a raconteur. He gets out there and gets it done. He goes to thrift malls and you know, flea markets and all kinds of stuff. But this was done by Ramslower Art Studio. I think that's what it says. Or I don't know. But it's from Teenysville, Wisconsin. I don't know if y'all can see that. You know, it's kind of hard to see, but it's stamped on there. So this came from. This is not and it's 9 out of 50. Y'all can see right here. Hope y'all can see that. It's number 9 out of 50. So and it's A.J. Carini, and it was done in 1974. The same year I graduated from high school. Just cooler than creek water, guys. Just unbelievable. Man, I walked around here like an old puppy dog with, you know, didn't have no tail, trying to wag my tail. I just couldn't believe it, man. You know, I may do the little candle holder thingy with that Dumbo and then put this right above it on this wall right here somewhere. I mean, this wall has several pieces of art on it. Y'all can see this is a poster. I don't know if y'all can see the little corner of it. That's a poster that was hanging in the post office. You know, Wiggins was the largest pickle factory in the world was located in Wiggins at one time, and they have a pickle festival, you know, a couple of times a year. And the speaker at this particular event, the year that this happened, and I believe it was 2021, was a guy named Mal White, and he's a chef in Jackson, Mississippi, and his uncle lived next door to me, and as kids, me and Mal would play out there in the yard back, you know, when we were kids. So anyway, all right, y'all need to go over there and subscribe to that pocket knife guy, okay? And if you'll look down there on the bottom, every one of his videos, he says, "What's in your pocket?" Well, I kind of feel obliged to show y'all. I mean, I just ran to the post office. I don't have my heavy tote with me. But before I do that, it said the note that he sent was very, you know, very Thomas-like. It said, "Big Jim, are we having fun yet? Question mark, question mark. Ha ha. Been thinking of you." And then on the back, you know, the paracord bracelet that I showed you. Very thoughtful. It said the paracord is for you to clip onto your bug out bag, so you can always have a little extra paracord. And he signed it Thomas. You know, normally don't share notes, but that was just a little something to let me know that it was him and what was going on. So, what's in your pocket? Well, like I said, I just went to the post office. Of course, I toted the Barlow, you know, in the Stephen Jeffries slip. This is the one that I got from Cornbread. All right. Yesterday it was all stiff, but I earled it up last night and got in there and stropped it up. Used Cornbread's little strop that he gave me, and I think I got it where it needs to be. Anyway, so that's my Barlow tote for the day. Just an excellent Barlow. That's a Colonial Barlow pocket knife. And then got, you know, when I run to town, I usually throw a little modern in there. Well, those of you that know, this is a Gonzo. It's a Spyderco knockoff. I don't care what you call it. You can call it what you want to call it, but it's a Wonderful, wonderful pocket knife. And it's all their Firebird series. You can see that. If I can get it. Got a little Firebird on there, and then on the other side, it's got all the information about what it is. It's kind of small, kind of hard to see it. But I'm going to make this quote one more time. This is the sharpest pocket knife I've ever pulled out of a box, opened up. The sharpest. Now I'm almost 70 years old, guys. I open a lot of pocket knives. Okay, y'all ready? So we get some Karate Kid going. Yeah, the sharpest pocket knife. I'm gonna say that one more time that I have ever opened in my 50 to 60 year career as a knife collector. Okay, I'm just telling you. You can go spend $250 on a Spyderco with the Cremalloy 71P F9 steel if you want to. $14.63. Good lockup, no blade wobble. I think they went up. I think they're like $16.75 or $16.65 or something like that now. Come in 4 or 5 different colors. That's a Genzo. It's a $7.93, I believe. Have no trouble carrying this pocket knife every day. Of course, I got some mini modern. Probably gonna do a modern Monday. Probably do my modified Monday early in the morning and come back one more time and give y'all a little something on the moderns. Just a little something. Now the second thing we want to talk about is old Big Jim here at the Barlow Game. I am by no means hurting in any form or situation. I am a happy camper. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. I will graciously accept any gift that is sent to me. Y'all know that I love y'all, and I will normally reciprocate. Brother Thomas, your pack is packed and been ready to go. The other day I showed something that I made that's going to be in there for you. Very special little something. May not can use it, may can, I don't know. But I'm sending it to you because I made it with you. The whole time I was making it, I was making it for you. All right. I have an eBay store. It is listed in my channel description. You go on my channel description and it'll say eBay store. There's 2 of them. Jim's Good Stuff and Jim's Good Stuff 2. All right. Jim's Good Stuff, the first one, which is my big store, I'm listing pocket knives. Okay. I've got too many. I don't, any profit that I make, which won't be much. I mean, I'll share with y'all this. The first one that I'm going to show y'all is a German Creek. Okay. This is a China-made knife, sold out of a distributor in Tennessee. But it's a Congress. Y'all look at that shield. That's called Purple Swirl. Synthetic covers. Now this is not a dead stock, but it's an older stock because you see that shield on there says German Creek cutlery or whatever. But the new ones have a police badge shield on them. The newer ones that I've seen. Okay. You can pick this up on my store right now for $15 and plus shipping. Okay. Now here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tell you, like, if you okay, well, I'll do that on the next one. But absolutely beautiful little, this is a 5 5/8, what I call a medium Congress. Good snap. Nothing wrong with that pocket knife. Okay. Great pocket knife. Now this next one coming in here, y'all might have heard of these guys. Rough Rider. There's your part number. I think it's 154. Yeah, RR 154. It's a 3-digit code, so that means it's a little older. It's a little older Rough Rider, not the one that you're gonna get every day. Now. you can still get this knife on eBay. Okay, it's a bone trapper, 4 1/8 inches long, grooved jig bone, just a beautiful pocket knife. I can't even get it open. Just a beautiful pocket knife. Got that Chevrolet shield on there, says Rough Rider. Got the horseshoe thing, the double R. Okay. 440 steel. Half stopped. There's 4 of these listed on eBay. Mine's the 5th one. All the rest of them are $20+. I have this one listed for $16.99. You put $4, $5 worth of shipping on there, and to your door, less than you can buy it. It's not available on Smoky Mountain Knife Works, first of all. So if you're going to get one, you're going to buy it in the secondary market. So that knife is out of production, or it's not in production, and they don't have them. Okay, you might could get it at Chicago Knife Works, but it takes a month to get anything from them. And the next knife I'm going to show y'all is a banger. Okay, this is Chimney Rock Knives. Okay, there's your part number, and it's probably made in China. It is, but I want you to look. That's real stag, y'all. Real stag. Just beautiful. I should keep this bad boy, tell you the truth. But it is what it is. It's got them. I'm not real big, it's got the threaded bolsters. It's got the little ornate end on it. But I'm not thrilled with that. But it doesn't hurt anything. It's a nice knife. It's a wonderful knife. Okay. Boy, she got some pretty stag. And let me show you something. Go ahead and close this up, y'all. Same size that other one. 3 5/8 inches. But I want y'all to look at the hips on this girl. Lord have mercy. She be walking and talking. Look at that. Where can you go buy a stag pocket knife for $20 except Jim's Good Stuff on eBay? Stag Congress. Yeah, it might have took a boat ride. It ain't got no rust. Okay? It might be a little salty, but it ain't got no rust. Just another great pocket knife. All right, coming in dead last on this there's several. I've got several Rough Riders already listed on there. Probably 8, 10 so far, and be more. I'll probably list 4 or 5 more today. Imperial Schrade. Now, this is not made by Schrade. This is made by some company called Battlefield Products. Okay, don't know nothing about them. It's just called an Imperial. But let me tell you what, I've been buying these for a minute. I bought this is the IMP 22L, which stands for large. Comes in yellow and it comes in black. It's a very basic knife. Everybody that knows that if you've ever had a large sod buster, okay, just a large side, not a small one. Now it's got a shield on it. See that Imperial shield? People like Mario at MIPG, I can't remember, but anyway, Mario out in Texas Tornado. I sent him a yellow one when he won one of my giveaways, and before I sent it to him, I modified it. I made it a drop point. and I put half stops on it. Georgia Adventure, he's got one, a black one. Cornbread, I sent him a black one. They've all been modified with a Spirit Point blade. And if you don't understand what I mean by that, take this blade, and all I do is I just take a file, grind it to get it close to where I want it. Then I take a file and make it into a point, a rounded point to where it's a Spirit blade. Brother HT's got one of these, this exact knife, except it doesn't have half stop. At that time, I wasn't doing that modification. But that sending him that knife led me to follow down that path. I bought a couple of these cheap ones. They're cheap, these are $10 to $15 knives. Okay, but here's what I'm offering on my eBay store. I'm going to offer this knife with a half stop and a Spirit Point blade for $20. So, unless I may adjust that, may go up 22, maybe $22.99 or something like that. But it'll be a custom. It'll be a Barlow Brigade custom. And with each one of these, you'll get a swag bag. And if y'all come to my store and want to buy a knife, make sure you put when you check out, make sure you put a comment there and say, this is Charlie Cook. I just wanted to get one of your knives, Big Jim. And I can promise you, I'll probably make a little something in there, throw a swag bag or, I don't know, maybe another little cutter in there. I don't know. I got a lot of little small peanuts and stuff like that I can throw in there. I can't promise everybody that, but you'll at least get a swag bag out of me. So, all right, guys, there you go, man. Almost 30 minutes on a Saturday, Easter weekend. I'm not gonna go real deep into it, but happy Easter, everybody. I want y'all to know that when the angels moved that stone from in front of that cave that allowed Jesus to go to heaven, for his soul to escape and go to heaven, he took all of our sins with him, or he opened up the door for all of us to be forgiven for our sins. And that's the true meaning of Easter. Know that if you follow and you try to live your life like a Christian and believe in the Lord, that your sins will be forgiven. All because Jesus gave it up for us. I love each and every one of y'all. I'm glad y'all are here. I ain't looking to make a whole bunch of money on these knives, guys. All I want to do is keep the channel going. And by selling a few knives, I can do that. Okay? That's the only thing I'm trying to do. If I make $2, $3 on a knife, that's not a lot of money. And but the bulk of the money that I receive for a knife is money that I've already put into the channel to provide content for y'all. And that's the whole reason I do this, is for y'all, my family. Okay? That and the fact that I'm leaving some kind of digital footprint of some old crazy man that loves Barlows down here at the Barlow Brigade. All right. I love y'all. Rule number 9.